My name is Bobby Maximus, and let's get right down to business. I train people in the NBA. I train people in the NFL. I train people in the UFC. I mean, I was in the UFC. I was in the Ultimate Fighter 2, the Ultimate Fighter 30 reality series. I fought in UFC 58. I fought in Ultimate Fight Night 5, where I won submission of the night, so I've had my hands raised in the octagon. I fought in UFC 62. I've done a bunch of other stuff. Men's Health named me one of the 100 fittest men of all time. I wrote a best-selling book for Men's Health called Maximus Body. And I've trained numerous Tier 1 assets and special forces soldiers in the United States military, SEALs, Delta. I've worked with a bunch of Rangers. Like, I have done it all, and that's why you should listen to me. When it comes to fitness, there's so much misinformation out there. Everyone can start a little social media account and be an expert. You have to follow people. You have to listen to people that have done the damn thing. So that's why I tell you who I am, so you know that maybe I know what I'm talking about a little bit. Maybe you can trust me. Now, today we are going to train like a superhero. And when it comes to training like a superhero, it's all about this. You want a big chest. You want big shoulders. You want defined abs. You want everything to be tight. So we've got a workout for you today that's going to help you do all that. But we are going to start with a little bit of strength work. I really believe, listen, there's 3 components to a Bobby Maximus workout. We want to feel good. We want to stay injury-free. We want to be free of aches and pains. But more importantly than that, we want to perform good. I don't want you to be all show and no go like a kit car, a Ferrari with a Prius engine. I want you to have some real-world horsepower. I want you to be bigger. I want you to be faster. I want you to be stronger. I want you to be a damn monster. So we're going to start the workout today with a performance component, and this performance component is going to get you looking good too. And that's the 3rd component of a Bobby Maximus workout. We want to look good. We want those pecs. We want those shoulders. We want those triceps. We want to be able to peel our shirt off at the pool or the beach and have people whistle and stare at us. So today we're going to start with a bench press 10-to-1 ladder. Let's get into it. So we're going to start the workout off today with a 10-to-1 bench press ladder. I'm really big on starting my workouts with a 10-to-1 ladder. This is something I do a lot. I'll do it with the bench press. I'll do it with the overhead press. I'll do it with the deadlift. I'll do it with the squat. And it's pretty simple and builds a great strength effect. You're going to start at a light weight. I've only got a $135 on the bar right now. Now, that might not be light for you. Understand, I can bench press 405 pounds. I can actually do 225 for 36 reps. So 135 causes me no stress. It's light for me. You may need to adjust. I'm going to do 10 perfect reps with 135. I'll get that done right now. And then I'll add weight. I'll do 9 reps. I'll add weight and do 8 reps. I'll add weight and do 7 reps. So that by rep 1, I'm at something that's fairly heavy. For all you science nerds out there, probably something that's between 80 and 90% of my 1 rep max. For the bench press, there's a couple of tweaks I want to throw into your program. There's a lot of people out there, they bench press wide. When you bench press wide, it's going to put more stress on your connective tissue. I want you to have a narrow grip. Why don't people bench press narrow? Frankly, it makes it harder. It's a much longer range of motion, and you don't have the same power. It limits your ability to push big weight. But I'm not here to win a bench press competition. I'm here to look like a superhero. I'm here to look good. And like a good friend of mine always said, there's no bench press on the beach. You just want to look your best. So we're not trying to max out weight here. We're going to take that narrow grip. We're going to work on form. We're going to put a little bit of extra emphasis on the triceps and get the most out of this. Leave your ego at home. So we're going to grab a nice close grip. I've got my pointer finger on the edge of the knurling. I'm going to press up. I'm going to lower with my elbows tucked nicely to my side. I'm going to touch my chest, and I'm going to press all the way back up to full extension. All right, so we did our 10 reps of bench press, and then I added some 10s on each side. So you add a bit of weight each set, and then I'm going to do 9 reps. People often ask, how much weight do I add, Bobby? It's up to you. On days I feel really good, and let's face it, some days you're the hammer, you feel awesome. Some days you're the nail, you feel like trash. On days I feel great, I add more weight. On days I feel like trash, I add less. And over the course of a year, because I am consistent AF, I will get a really good training effect. So add weight by feel. There's no set number you need to adhere to. We have worked our way up to one single rep, and I'm going to do 315. Remember, form is perfect. This may be heavy for you. Hell, this might be light for you, but the last rep should be your heaviest one of the day. Like I said, somewhere for you science nerds between 80 and 90%. Now, a lot of people for the 10-to-1 ladder ask how much rest they need. How much do I rest between 10 reps and 9 reps, 9 reps and 8 reps? As much as you want or as little as you want, but a couple of things. The less rest you take, the harder it's going to get, the less weight you're going to be able to push. So more rest means you can push more weight. And another thing, you need less rest during 10, 9, 8, 7 because the weights are light than you do for reps 3, 2, and 1. So you kind of play it by feel. If that doesn't work for you and you need some real direction, I'd say anywhere between 1 and 2 minutes per set. All right, so we did our 10-to-1 bench press ladder, and now it's time to get into the meat and potatoes of the workout. It is called Superhero. It is a perfect workout for today because we are learning how to train like a superhero. And if you want to be a superhero, you gotta have broad shoulders. If you think of Superman, you think of Batman, you think of Thor, you think of any superhero, they all have broad shoulders, and this one will do it for you. It is a circuit for time. We're gonna do 25 overhead presses. I've got 25-pound dumbbells listed here, but you can go heavier, you can go lighter. We're gonna do 35 barbell bench presses. The prescribed weight is body weight. That might be a little out of your tax bracket. You might have to adjust that a little bit. Then into 45 pull-ups to give you that nice V taper. 55 kettlebell swings. We can't neglect the hamstrings. 65 sit-ups, and then 75 burpees to finish it. I know what you're thinking. I hate burpees. You hate them because you're lazy. You hate them because you don't like hard work. You want to get the body of a superhero. You got to do hard things, and this whole circuit will do it for you. So again, it's a circuit for time. Away we go. So for your first exercise, we are doing the overhead press. I got my 2 dumbbells. I'm going to hold them like this, and actually for my overhead press today, I'm going to do a variant of it called the Arnold press. You're going to have the dumbbells in your hands facing this way. You're going to press straight over your head with a little twist, and you're going to lower them back down, nice, slow, and controlled. Really good developer for the shoulders. For your next exercise in the circuit, you're going to do 25 overhead presses. You're going to do 25 straight. You got to break it down into like 9, 8, and 8. That's fine. You got to do 10, 10, and 5. That's fine. But you're going to do 25 reps before you move to the next station. Then we go over to the bench press. We're going to do 35 reps. And earlier in the video for the 10-to-1 ladder, we covered off the form for the bench press. We're going to use the same form. So we're going to do 35 bench presses. Now, you're probably not doing 35 bench presses straight at body weight, so break it up however you need. And that's how these circuits work. We're doing them for time, but you rest as needed, either in between the exercises or during the exercises. You just have to finish the required rep total before moving to the next station. So we've done our overhead presses, we've done our bench presses. Now for the V taper. The V taper is, in my opinion, the most important aspect of looking like a superhero. You want big, wide shoulders, big, wide lats. That's what these pull-ups are gonna do. And then into a nice, tight torso or midsection. For the pull-up today, I'm going to do neutral grip. I like the neutral grip pull-up the best because it puts the least amount of stress on the shoulders, and it still puts a significant amount of stress on the lats. I'm gonna grab on. Now with the pull-up, range of motion is everything for me. I want to pull till my thumbs hit my armpits. I need my chin really above the bar. I almost want chest to bar pull-ups, and then full extension with the arms on the bottom portion of the rep. I'll show you. All right, now we're gonna get into some kettlebell swings, and I'm just gonna preface this. There's probably gonna be a bunch of these kettlebell nerds in the comments coming at me. People from RKC, people from Strong First, people from other organizations that think I don't know how to swing a kettlebell right. I don't really care. This is how I do them. Deal with it. First things first, we're gonna grab the kettlebell. We're gonna hike it back like a football, and then just pop it up. I wanna keep my legs semi-straight, put some stress on the hamstrings, shoot the hips back, and then shoot forward, and the kettlebell should almost feel weightless. The arms are just straps attaching the weight of the kettlebell to the hips. This is all about the hips and hamstrings. You're not doing a shoulder raise. We owe 55 reps of kettlebell swing. So, we've done 25 overhead presses. We did the Arnold version, 35 bench presses, 45 pull-ups, 55 kettlebell swings, and now we're into the nitty-gritty. Now we're just into the grind. We're at the tail end of the workout. We owe 65 sit-ups and 75 burpees. Sit-ups first, though, knees bent roughly 90 degrees. You don't need a mat. Get over it. So what, your back hurts a little bit. Suck it up. You're here to work hard. You're going to lower yourself, come all the way up. I slap my hands next to my feet for effect, just to make sure I hit a full range of motion. We're gonna do 65 sit-ups like that. And now, everybody's favorite, and I say that facetiously because people hate burpees. Why? Because y'all hate hard work. You'd rather sit on a bench on your cell phone or your telecommunicative device. Yes, that's the word for a cell phone. And you like to screw around. Or you're at the gym and you're supposed to be working out, but you're talking to a cute girl at the water fountain, or you're walking on a treadmill watching TV. Burpees are the real deal. So if you hate them, all you're saying is you hate hard work. Anyway, 75 reps, and I need them to be good. What do I mean by a good burpee? You're gonna lower yourself to the ground, all the way to the ground till your chest touches. You're gonna come up. You're gonna jump as high as you can and clap in the air. That's a burpee. Your chest has gotta hit the ground. I don't want any sagging. I don't want your fat gut hitting the ground before your chest. And I want full jump and extension at the top of the rep. You do that, I'll count that as a burpee. And there we go. That's how you train like a superhero. One of my favorite circuits of all time, again, it is featured in my best-selling men's health book, Maximus Body. 25 overhead presses. We did the Arnold version. 35 bench presses of body weight. 45 pull-ups. 55 kettlebell swings with a 24K kettlebell. 65 sit-ups and 75 burpees. It's an absolute crushing workout. You do it for time with perfect form. Here's the deal, though. You want to look like a superhero, and there are some people I really respect in the industry. Henry Cavill looks phenomenal as the Man of Steel. I've actually had the opportunity to train with Henry, and he's a real deal. He's got some genuine real-world horsepower. Chris Hemsworth looks phenomenal in Thor, and by all accounts, another really capable human. And then you got The Rock. The Rock played Black Adam one of the best physiques of all time, and he always says it, he's always the hardest worker in the room. But you want to look like these guys, you got to put in effort. You all think that you're going to wake up and you're going to work out 3 times a week for 20 minutes and you're going to wake up with the body of a god. It just doesn't work like that. Like, you look at these men in particular, they are working every single day. They are grinding, and that's what you got to do. So I get that the workout's hard, but you want to look good. You want nice things. You want to be the best. You got to put in the blood, sweat, and tears. That's how you train like a superhero.